Welcome back to the channel. I'm back with some additional eShop deal goodness from the latest sale, as well as a roundup of the remaining active eShop deals that I've covered on the channel for the month of January. Slime Rancher has you wrangling up slimes for your farm far away from Earth. You need to raise crops, find resources, craft things, as well as obtain gadgets, all to help you in your quest to take care of your growing horde of slimes. What sets this apart from other farm games is the gameplay is completely done from a first-person perspective, and often you're interacting with things with a gun, so it's like some weird cozy FPS game. It works though, it ends up being a lot of fun, as well as pretty unique. The Plortable edition on Switch includes the Secret Style Pack DLC, and it's on sale for 50% off at $12.49 until February 2nd. Railbound is a comfy puzzle game that has you adding, removing, and rerouting connections so that the carriages can connect to the locomotive. It starts off easily enough, but gradually the difficulty increases, and some of these levels can be pretty tough brain teasers. The game itself has received some pretty solid reviews, and I think this one is a winner for puzzle game fans. It's pretty good. It's on sale for $7.99, a brand new low price for it on the eShop until February 14th. Dead Cells is an amazing roguelike Metroidvania game that has received a lot of support over the last few years, with various DLC expansions and content updates, including the truly awesome Return to Castlevania DLC expansion. If you've been eyeing this for the Switch, and you want to get everything for it, well, the Medley of Pain bundle is the way to go. This includes the game, plus all 5 pieces of DLC. This bundle is effectively the same as the physical edition of Dead Cells Return to Castlevania edition. It's on sale for $27.99, which is a brand new low price for it on the eShop. It's a great deal for one of the best indie games on the system. Ghostbusters, the video game, is my favorite Ghostbusters game. It features the original Ghostbusters cast returning to the roles that fans of the original movies will especially love, as you encounter a lot of callbacks to those first 2 movies. It has you playing as a new recruit to the team, and in typical fashion, things start to go increasingly crazy with all the paranormal activity going on. The Switch version of Ghostbusters, the video game remastered, is on sale for $7.49 until January 29th. When crooks break into Dusty the Robot Vacuum Cleaner's home, he ends up saving the day by taking care of the bad guys. Unfortunately, this draws some unwanted attention, and somehow he ends up in the TV dimension, and now he must use his abilities to hide, hack, and suck his way to escape. You think that sounds crazy? It gets even crazier. For example, to grow his powers, he's got to consume the blood of his enemies when you defeat them. Apparently, justice is bloodthirsty. This unique game was a hit during the Black Friday sale because of how bonkers the game was. And speaking of the Black Friday sale, it's back at its all-time low price of $9.99 it was during that sale. So if you missed it last time, then you got a second chance to pick this up. Rhythm Sprout is a rhythm action game that has you progressing and fighting in various stages to the beat of the music. It seems a bit weird at first. Once you get a feel for the game, it ends up being a lot of fun with a lot of replayability options and modifiers to keep the party going. If you like rhythm games, then this one is worth checking out. It's on sale for a brand new low price of $8.99 until February 1st. Let's be honest, Tinykin totally has those Pikmin vibes going on, right? For example, you find yourself in a house where everything seems gigantic, kind of like Pikmin, and you end up controlling and guiding a group of tiny creatures to help you with their abilities to create paths and solve puzzles, again, just like Pikmin. Now, what separates this from the Pikmin games is this is actually more of an action platformer than a strategy game. You need to jump and explore while interacting with the residents you find throughout the world while using the Tinykin. The game is exceptionally well done. It's got a lot of solid reviews going for it. So if you're looking for something that's kind of like Pikmin, but different, well, check this one out. It's on sale for a brand new low price of $14.99 until February 1st. If you're curious about picking this one up, then make sure to check out the demo on the eShop. Demon Turf Neon Splash takes what made the first Demon Turf game awesome and just focuses on that being the fantastic platforming. While it's a smaller experience, the 10 levels are all fun and a blast to play through, and if you're good, you'll discover the 10 remix versions of the levels for a harder challenge. It's on sale for $3.49, a good price for some quick platforming fun. Oh, and you don't need to have played the first Demon Turf game to enjoy this one, so no worries, you can hop right into this one if you wish. Streets of Rogue is a roguelite where you're truly given freedom in terms of how to complete missions. You can choose to be stealthy, or blast your way through, or use the environment around you to achieve your goals, or enlist others in your mayhem. It's a game all about experimentation. And when you start to take that to heart, that's when the real fun begins. This roguelite can be enjoyed through solo play, but it can also be played through multiplayer, through both local and online play, up to 4 players. It's on sale for $4.99 until February 1st. While a lot of sim games have you managing stuff like farms and businesses, Graveyard Keeper is different. You gotta manage a graveyard. You got to acquire those resources, plan and dig those plots, and this is totally inaccurate. Their words, not mine, medieval cemetery sim. It's kinda like Stardew Valley, just dark. For those who want in on the cemetery fun, it's on sale for a brand new low price of $4.99. The collector's edition, for just $5 more, includes all the DLC that was ever released for the game. Ravva and the Cyclops Curse is an 8-bit style action platformer that has you playing through 10 stages in a quest to save Ravva's mother as well as her homeland. Now what spices things up from other typical action platformers is that there's a bit of puzzle gameplay to the mix. Ravva has different elemental companions that she must use to not only defeat her enemies, but also to clear obstacles and clear paths for progress. You can't just blast your way through this one to reach the end. You gotta use your brain a bit with this one, and I appreciate it for that. It's on sale for just $1.99 until January 26th. Ghostblade HD is a bullet hell shooter that echoes the style of the early 2000s era of bullet hell games. Now, while it's a nice arcade-style game, what helps it stand out from most is that it offers a local 2-player mode, so you and a friend can work together to take on the chaos. There's 5 stages to blast through, 3 difficulty levels to choose from, in addition to 3 different ships to pilot, each with their own set of weapon types. It's not the most complex shooter on Switch, but it's a solid get at $4.49. Bugsnax has you traveling to Snacktooth Island to find clues in search of a missing explorer. The game involves you finding and capturing different species of Bugsnax, which are half food, half bug/insect creatures that live on the island. Oh, and for the people that also live there, if they eat these creatures, well, parts of their body turn into food. It's definitely a unique game. It's on sale for $9.99 until January 29th. Looking for some zombie shooting fun? Then check out World War Z for the Switch. This cooperative third-person shooter has you facing off against a never-ending supply of zombies and the undead across different cities around the globe. I think the Switch version is impressive, all things considered, especially with all the zombies on the screen, but Saber Interactive are pros at the Switch hardware, so it's no surprise. The game itself is on sale for a brand new low price of $9.99. The Deluxe version, which includes all the cosmetic weapon DLC stuffs, for those who want it, is on sale for a brand new low price of $12.49. For those looking to pick it up to play with a friend, there is a local and online multiplayer options with up to 4-player play. The ultimate version of Mortal Kombat 11 for the Switch contains everything, all the DLC, updates, and content in one package. If you're looking to get it on the Switch, then getting it when it goes on sale for $8.99 is a heck of a deal. And don't worry, it's much better than Mortal Kombat 1 on the system. It's on sale for $8.99 until February 5th. The Warhammer franchise, combined with a boomer shooter, seems like a match made in heaven, and I'm kinda surprised it took this long to happen. Warhammer 40,000 Boltgun is exactly that, and it's a pretty awesome game filled with lots of action and fun. It's a good FPS game for the Switch. It's on sale for 25% off at $16.49 until January 29th. The Mary Skelter series from Idea Factory is a good set of first-person dungeon crawler RPGs, featuring some twisted and unique mechanics all around the use of blood and fairy tale characters. It certainly stands out from others. The Switch version of Mary Skelter 2 is actually 2 games in one. It obviously includes Mary Skelter 2, but it also includes the first game, Mary Skelter Nightmares. A free DLC download off the eShop unlocks the first game from the start. It's only $9.99, which you could say is basically just $5 per game. The third and final game of the trilogy, Mary Skelter Finale, is back on sale at its all-time low price of $14.99. These games are definitely worth checking out if you're hungry for some good JRPG games for cheap. Way Forward has a mini sale for the Switch going on, and 3 titles from the Shantae series are on discount for 50% off. Shantae, Risky's Revenge, is the updated version of the sequel to the Game Boy Color game that came out years ago for the DSi system. This is on sale for $4.99. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse is the third game, as well as the most Metroidvania-style game up to that point, and it's on sale for $9.99. Finally, Shantae, Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition, which breaks from the Metroidvania-style mode by featuring action stages instead of one interconnected map, is on sale for $14.99. All 3 are awesome games, and you don't need to really play them in any order or anything, so no matter which one you get, you're in for some fun. Battle Chef Brigade Deluxe has you playing as a chef in a contest where you need to hunt down monsters and then serve them up in delicious meals. This game is basically a mashup of 2 different gameplay styles. 2D side-scrolling action when you go hunting for the monsters, and switches to a puzzle gameplay style for when it comes to serving up the food. And you know what? It actually works. It's a lot of fun. In addition to the story mode, there's a bunch of other modes, including multiplayer play, daily cook-off, restaurant rush, a survival mode, and even more, so there's a lot to enjoy even after you finish the main mode. It's on sale for $4.99 until January 29th, and for those who are curious, there is a demo on the eShop as well to check out. In Garden Story, as the newly appointed Guardian of the Grove, you'll need to help unite the community while defending against the rat that seeks to destroy it. You'll need to protect them, of course, but also gather materials, help build things, help them with their needs, and repair their bonds. It's a game that has a little bit of everything: cozy elements, some light adventure, action elements, and even mini games. It is a solid game though, and worth checking out at the brand new low price of $5.99. Cris Tales is a turn-based RPG that is inspired by classic JRPGs. You play as the newly awakened time mage Cris Bell, who is joined by various companions as he takes on the powerful Time Empress, who aims to tear apart the 5 nearby kingdoms. At various points, Cris Bell can use her powers to change areas and events as she explores, as well as change aspects of battle to attack and defend with. I think this game is a little bit slept on, and it most certainly is a heck of a deal at just $3.99 via the latest eShop sale. The Diabolical Trilogy is a bundle of 3 action games for the Switch from publisher Cowcat. The bundle includes Xeon Valkyrie Plus, a roguelite platformer with RPG elements, Riddled Corpses EX, an arcade-style twin-stick shooter, as well as Demon's Tier Plus, a dungeon RPG roguelike. The bundle is on sale for $4.99 until February 8th. The 3 games usually retail for $1.99 to $2.99 when they go on sale, so you actually save a little bit more by just buying the bundle. Also, all 3 games do have a demo on the North American eShop, so feel free to check that out first to see if you like the games. OlliOlli Switch Dance contains 2 games, OlliOlli and OlliOlli 2, Welcome to Olliwood. These are 2D skateboarding games that has you pulling off tricks, as well as conquering 500 challenges across the 100 levels combined within the 2 games. For just $1.99, it's a hell of a deal for this bundle. Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure, reminds me of the old LucasArts point-and-click adventure games of the 90s. The animation, the humor, the style of the game, all of it reminds me of those games. The story for this game revolves around the Book of the Dead and the protagonists that get caught up with the cult, a cat that is magically able to talk, and Cthulhu himself. It's a little bit of everything in this adventure. It's on sale for $1.99, and I highly recommend it for anyone looking for a good adventure game for cheap. Monster Train First Class might have a weird name, but don't let it fool ya. This is a fun deck-building roguelike game that is very well done. What separates this from others is it has you defending against 3 different levels, so instead of 1 battle, it's essentially 3 at a time. This game was very well received when it launched, and it has some really good reviews going for it, so those who are into deck-building games, this is one to definitely check out. This edition of the game includes the Last Divinity DLC, and it's on sale for $7.49 until January 29th. Black Future 88 is a roguelike action shooter that has you traveling vertically up a ever-evolving procedural tower to kill its owner before your own heart explodes. As you climb, you'll be able to choose between 30 distinct buffs and curses that you need to strategically combine in order to succeed. For just $1.99, it's a pretty solid game, even if there are a ton of action roguelikes out there. I mean, you can't beat that price. Assault Android Cactus Plus is an arcade-style twin-stick shooter that is just an absolute blast to play. There's 9 different characters to control, each with unique playstyles, and 25 stages to blast through in the campaign. Beyond that, there's more to discover, as there is a boss rush mode to play, Infinity Drive, and Daily Drive modes, as well as a Campaign Plus mode with remixed stages to challenge, and co-op play options in all the gameplay modes for up to 4 players. It's not too shabby for just the $4.99 price tag it's going for via the latest eShop sale. What might be most impressive about Rust Rally 3 is it was developed by one person. In this day and age, it's incredibly rare to see that. As for the game itself, it's a solid rally racing game, all things considered, with a nice amount of content, with over 70 stages to tackle. It's better than most of the other rally offerings on the system. There's no online multiplayer though, but still a fun solo game. It's on sale for $5.99 until January 26. River City Rival Showdown is a remake of Downtown Neketsu Monogatari, otherwise known as River City Rampage in the West. Featuring new visuals, improved controls, and even online play, it might just be the best way to enjoy the game yet. Oh, and apparently, it includes a 2D fighting game where you can fight against your friends too. It's on sale for the first time ever at $19.99 until February 1st. Disco Elysium is considered to be one of the best indie RPGs out there. Unlike most RPGs, this game features very little combat. Instead, it focuses on dialogue trees and skill checks to advance events in the game, as well as the branching story paths. Upgrading skills can help you with these checks and choices, but they can also cause other effects and even unique quirks for your character. In other words, this is more like those old school RPGs or tabletop RPGs of the past. The Final Cut Edition adds full voice acting as well as new content, and it's on sale for just $13.99. It's definitely a game worth checking out if you want a deep narrative experience. Castle of Shikigami 2 is on Switch. I didn't even know that. This apparently was a under-the-radar release last year. This is a vertical shoot-'em-up that we got here in the West back in the day under the name of Mobile Light Force 2. This version for the Switch features a new entry mode and dramatic change mode for remixed versions of the game, as well as the classic arcade mode. Apparently, this game is also getting a physical release later this year for $39.99. Now, if you want to go digital, you can save some bones, as it's on sale for $20.99 until January 29th. Grandia HD Collection is a set of 2 classic JRPGs, Grandia 1 and Grandia 2 in one bundle. It's been on sale a lot lately for $19.99, but I figured I'd include it in this video since they are some solid games for that price, and because I've received a few inquiries about the bundle. It's on sale until January 29th if you desire to pick it up. New Super Lucky's Tale is a great 3D platformer for the Switch that is inspired a bit by platformer games from the GameCube and PS2 eras. It has cute characters, fun gameplay mechanics, plenty of stuff to explore and find throughout the stages, lots of collectibles to collect. It's all here, and I consider it to be one of the better platformer games for the Switch that is not published by Nintendo. It's on sale for $7.49, a brand new low price via the latest eShop sale, and honestly, that's a steal. If you've been holding out for it, less than $8 is a heck of a deal for it. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider becoming a subscriber so you can stay up to date with all the latest videos on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you on the next video.